Embarking on a journey to explore the world's largest desert will inevitably guide you towards Africa. A look at the global map will help you discern the grandeur of the Sahara Desert. Encompassing over 9 million square kilometers, its reach spans from the eastern Red Sea across to the Mediterranean in the north, and the Atlantic Ocean in the west, and engulfs 10 countries: Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, and Tunisia. This vast expanse of sand hides beneath it many secrets that scientists continue to unearth with the advancement of their tools. Many of these revelations are startling and could alter our perception of this barren landscape, as we will illustrate in this video. It may be difficult to imagine, but the Sahara was once replete with lush vegetation that would rival the Amazon rainforest in its verdancy. Researchers have only recently discovered the factors that brought about the abrupt end of this humidity. Let's delve into this story, tracing back in time. Between 11,000 and 5,000 years ago, right after the last ice age came to a close, the Sahara experienced a transformation. Green vegetation sprouted across sandy dunes, and increased rainfall turned arid caverns into lakes. The once barren Sahara was verdant, attracting animals such as hippos, antelopes, elephants, and aurochs, the wild ancestors of our present day, domesticated cattle, to feast on its lush grasses and shrubs. This verdant phase of Sahara, however, came to an end around 8,000 years ago, due to a shift in Earth's tilt. The tilt transitioned from approximately 24.1 degrees to the current 23.5 degrees, a slight variation that had a profound impact. While it may sound counterintuitive, the Northern Hemisphere, as of now, is closest to the sun during winter months. Yet, because of the current tilt, it is turned away from the sun during winter. Conversely, during the Green Sahara period, the Northern Hemisphere was closest to the sun during summer. This change in tilt led to a surge in solar radiation, or heat, in the Northern Hemisphere during the summer months. This increase in solar radiation intensified the African monsoon, a seasonal wind shift over the region caused by temperature differences between the land and ocean. The heated Sahara caused a low-pressure system that drew moisture from the Atlantic Ocean into the desolate desert. Ordinarily, winds blow from the dry land towards the Atlantic, spreading dust that fertilizes the Amazon rainforest and contributes to beach formation in the Caribbean. The influx of moisture morphed the formerly sandy Sahara into a steppe carpeted with grass and shrubs. As the fauna thrived in these conditions, so did humans, who began to domesticate buffalo and goats and developed early symbolic art systems in the region. What fascinates climate scientists about the Green Sahara is its abrupt emergence and disappearance. The termination of the Green Sahara occurred within a mere 200 years. The change in solar radiation was gradual, but the landscape underwent a sudden transformation. This was an example of abrupt climate change on a scale that humans could perceive. A critical question arises: can the Green Sahara ever re-emerge? The answer is affirmative. The Green Sahara, also referred to as the African Humid Period, was triggered by Earth's continually shifting orbital rotation around its axis, a cycle that repeats every 23,000 years. However, human-induced greenhouse gas emissions leading to uncontrolled climate change makes it impossible to predict when the Sahara might green anew. Imagine discovering fish in the middle of the Sahara Desert. It seems far-fetched because fish cannot survive on the hot desert sand, right? Well, the fish discovered in the desert was indeed long dead, with only its fossil left behind for scientists to uncover. But how did this fish end up in the desert? And what does its presence tell us about the desert's history? The once green Sahara, with its inviting landscapes, drew a community of people who managed to eke out an existence in Takakori. The trail they left behind, composed of ancient food waste, carries the climate history of the Sahara Desert in its remnants. In the Takakori rock shelter in southwestern Libya, scientists discovered nearly 5,000 years worth of these fossilized leftovers, indicating a shift in ancient humans' diet from predominantly fish to land animals like sheep and cattle. These early humans were hunter-gatherers, a team of Belgian and Italian researchers analyzed over 17,000 animal remains from the rock shelter. The bones bore marks of cuts and burns, clear signs of human culinary activities. Among the findings, catfish and tilapia bones constituted 90% of the remains from the first few millennia of human occupation, beginning about 10,000 years ago. However, among the more recent remains, dating between 4650 to 5900 years old, only 40% were fish bones while the majority were mammalian. Further analysis revealed a decline in the number of tilapia over time, possibly because catfish are more adapted to survive in warm, shallow water. Previous research suggested that about 6,400 years ago, the original inhabitants of the Takakori shelter, known as the late Akakis hunter, gatherers, were displaced by people who practiced early agricultural methods. Evidence of cereal, grass cultivation and domestication of Barbary sheep by these pastoral groups were discovered. Some experts propose that the introduction of domesticated livestock might have accelerated the Sahara's transition from a verdant landscape to the arid desert we know today, though critics argue that this transition was inevitable. Regardless of human influence in the creation of the desert, the research provides compelling evidence that their behaviors mirrored the constraints of the rapidly shifting climate. Presently, the Sahara Desert consists of endless expanses of arid sand, but occasionally scientists stumble upon fascinating objects other than fish bones. One such intriguing discovery was made on the Algerian side of the Sahara Desert, a meteorite older than the Earth itself. Named Chech 002 or EC002, the volcanic rock meteorite landed in the Sahara Desert last year and was dated to be 4.56 billion years old. This is older than Earth, which is approximately 4.54 billion years old. The rock is a rare relic from a protoplanet that was likely in the formative stages, when our solar system was just 2 million years old. A protoplanet is a large body of matter in orbit around the Sun or another star that is believed to be developing into a planet. The team behind this discovery, led by Jean-Alex Barat of the Université de Bretagne Occidentale, France, speculates that this astronomical body would have been either destroyed or absorbed by larger, rockier planets as they formed closer to the Sun. The Sahara Desert is not only home to fascinating fossils and ancient meteorites, but it also houses an enigmatic stone formation akin to the famous Stonehenge. Hundreds of these stone structures, some dating back thousands of years, have been found in Western Sahara, Morocco, in a territory rarely explored by archaeologists. The structures, designed in a wide variety of ways, from crescents and circles to straight lines and rectangular platforms, leave archaeologists puzzled about their purpose and creation timeline. Despite little excavation being done, some speculate that these structures could possibly mark grave locations. Unraveling the secrets of these structures could provide yet another layer of understanding to the vast and complex history of the Sahara Desert. While much of the Western Sahara territory, including most of its coastline, is controlled by Morocco, the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic holds control over the remaining 25%. The stone formations found in these territories exhibit a wide array of designs, crescents, circles, straight lines, rectangular shapes that resemble platforms, and mounds of piled rocks. Some of these structures combine these designs. One such complex, spanning approximately 630 meters, or 2066 feet, integrates straight lines, stone circles, a platform, and rock piles. The exact purpose of these formations, however, remains a mystery to archaeologists. Limited archaeological excavations have been conducted, and few artifacts have been uncovered in these structures. However, there is a tentative hypothesis that some of these structures might be grave markers. Any definitive conclusions about their function and the cultural context behind their construction are still elusive, without comprehensive archaeological investigation and research. In some instances, these structures have provided indirect information about the Sahara's history and the lifestyles of its past inhabitants. For example, some of the structures are believed to have served as territorial markers or waypoints for ancient trade routes, providing important insight into the Sahara's past as a hub of commerce and cultural exchange. Beyond the stone formations and the fascinating geological and paleontological finds, the Sahara also yields clues about ancient art and early human expression. Some structures contain petroglyphs or rock carvings that date back thousands of years. These petroglyphs depict a variety of images, from simple geometric shapes to detailed depictions of animals, hinting at a time when the Sahara was a vibrant, inhabited region teeming with wildlife. As we delve deeper into the heart of the Sahara, we begin to understand that its barren and arid appearance conceals a rich and vibrant history. Its sand dunes and stone formations stand as silent witnesses to a past that challenges our perception of this desert. The Sahara, as we now know it, is a landscape that has been shaped not only by natural forces, but also by the civilizations that once thrived there. Uncovering the Sahara's secrets allows us not only to appreciate the complexities of this expansive desert, but also to understand the pivotal role it played in human history. From its past as a lush, green haven to its present state as the world's largest hot desert, the Sahara's history and evolution provide a unique perspective on the Earth's climatic shifts and the adaptability of life. In a broader sense, the Sahara's story echoes the inherent relationship between our planet's natural evolution and the survival of its diverse species, including humans. The transformation of the Sahara serves as a reminder of the delicate balance in our environment and the profound impact that climatic changes can have on the landscapes we inhabit. The Sahara Desert is indeed much more than a sea of sand. It is an open book that chronicles the Earth's ancient past, awaits new discoveries, and provides essential lessons for our future.